I am Peter Christ. I am from Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. We formed this organization back in 2002 to give a voice to many people in law enforcement who are questioning our current drug policy in America. There used to be a time in America when you could actually move someplace where there wasn't a drug problem. Middle of Kansas, whatever. Those days are over. Those days are over. There's nowhere in America that doesn't have a drug problem. And I'd like to point out that all the while that was happening, we were following exactly the same policy we're following today. Prohibition doesn't work. Isn't that what we learned between 1920 and 1933? That it was a failed policy? Well, people, we're doing it all over again. We are in another period of prohibition in America. And you know what? This one's working just as good as the last one did. Wherever you live, if I want to open up a tavern in your community, what do I have to do? I get a hold of the state first, right? I get a license. Then I come to your community and I talk to the zoning board. And they tell me what neighborhood, where I can put that tavern. And then when I open it, they set the hours, age limits. They make sure that I'm not selling bathtub gin, that I'm selling legitimate booze, right? They make sure the purity's okay. They do all that to protect us. If I want to open up a crack house in your community, who do I talk to? Who sets my hours of operation? Who makes sure I'm selling good product? Who sets the age limit on the product I sell? The mob, the mob, the mob. Which drugs do you want 13-year-old children to be selling on the streets of your community? Whichever ones you want them to sell, you keep those drugs illegal, and that's who will be selling it. I personally don't want them selling anything, so therefore we have to legalize them all. Now just understand one thing. We at LEAP are law enforcement. Don't ask us how to regulate these drugs. We don't have any position how to regulate these drugs. But any form of a regulated and controlled marketplace is better than what we're doing now. At least when Rush Limbaugh bought his OxyContin, he knew it was pharmaceutical grade and it wasn't mixed with rat poison. We need better drug education. We need much better drug education. We need more treatment facilities. You know, when we build all those prisons, that money had to come from someplace, and one of the places it came from was a treatment budget. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves in America is we elect people to office and then we call them our leaders. Let me tell you something right now. You get elected to office by being the ultimate follower. You find out what the majority of people want, and you tell them, if you elect me, I'll give it to you. I had a politician up in New Hampshire come up to me, took me off to the side after I did a presentation, and he said, I agree with everything you said here today. This is the most insane policy this country's ever been involved in. And if I run on this issue, his words, they'll beat me with a dead one-legged dog. And I said to him, the reason you can't run on this is because we in the drug policy reform movement haven't done our job well enough yet. We need to get the grassroots. We need the next politician that comes to this event to talk to you people about something, to hear from you. We want to see you legalize drugs. We want to end this drug war. When they start hearing that, then they're going to realize, hey, there's votes out there that feel that way. Thank you.